check into Kenosha Creative Space, you get to see that. Although I'm also streaming live from my phone, and I know we have a family, fans, and things like that. So if I get a chance, and the segue is right in what you have to say, me and the fellas have been here, well, me and these fellas have been here since about, I don't know, 5 o'clock here or so, and making things count. And behind the scenes, a little birdie told me, which he's a very busy birdie here at Kenosha Creative Space, as well as Kenosha About Town in general. He said I have something to open up after our first song, and since that was our first song, let me go see what I... Dave, could you give me a drum roll, please? Keep it going now, keep it going. All right. Oh, there's nothing inappropriate on this, right? Hey, I just, Okay, so this card right here, I've never seen this before in my life. On the cover of it says, what would you attempt if you knew you could not fail? Oh, Steve, really? You want me to read this out loud? No? Maybe? Okay, well, what we have, so I could read it. This is what this is for, yeah? It's getting deep, it's getting real. Okay, it says Ivy. I'm glad you knew how to spell my name. And for those of you at home that ever wondered, it wasn't supposed to be like this. We should be sitting there with you and the fellas. We waited anxiously, officially dropped, available anywhere and everywhere, just so y'all know. We were so excited, but we at home wearing our best pajama pants, foot tapping. Ooh, you were right, I might cry. I'll keep it inside. Oh, we were sitting at sidecar talking with your mom, which my mom, by the way, for those of you who may not know who she is, she's one of the artwork you see behind us. Hi, Mommy, I love you. We were talking with your mom. We debated that what to give you for your birthday. We hope you love it. You are, Steve. Oh, man. Watching you grow, both musically and personally, over the last few years has been such a gift. We can't wait to see what the future holds for you. We love you. Beth and Ladine. Beth and Ladine. Oh, wait a minute now. I thought this was just a Creative Space's own. Steve Hawkins has something to present me with. Oh, Beth and Ladine, this, shut back down memory lane. For those of you that may not be able to see what this is an autographed Buddy Guy Stratocaster, Squire Stratocaster, Buddy Guy 2020. And I'm like trying to, Steve, don't look at me because I will cry. I spent so much time on this wing eyeliner of mine. Wow, self is a very big treat for anyone. But getting back to, people call me the Chicago Blues Kitten. For those of you who may not know the backstory on how I got to where I am now, meaning getting to play music that pays my bills and makes you all happy. My first big break in the Chicago circuit was I just turned 21, October of 2014, and I sat in with Joe Moss, who is a Chicago Blues Hall of Fame artist, is a fantastic musician, friend of mine, and things like that. And he didn't know who I was at the time. And if I'm not mistaken, the band on the stand that night, I was blonde then too, so a lot of things have. It was Joe Moss, Dana Thompson on drums, Greg Seffner on keys and B3, and a very, very good friend of mine, Mr. Mike Zabrin of Mike Zabrin's Funktastic, was on the stage, and they let me sit in with him. And I played about 1 or 2 songs, and at that time, Joe Moss, which are my guitar player friend, y'all know that's some big stuff. And I played about 1 or 2 songs, and a week later, I got a call from a guy named Mr. Maddox, and I answered the call, and he said, "Hey, is this Ivy Ford?" I said, "Yeah." "Who wants to know?" Trying to be big and tough. I said, "Who wants to know?" And he goes, "Well, this This is Mark Maddox from Buddy Guys Legends, and we need an opening act in January. And at that time, I didn't know that Buddy Guy does his residency every January. And I said, well, yeah, I'll be there. And Mark said, do you have a band? I said, yeah, I did. But even if I didn't, I would have said yes, and I would have found one. And I said yes, and he said, he goes, okay, well, this is the time you have to, so on and so forth. And right before he hung up the phone, I said, wait, not that it really matters, quite honestly, but I was, I want to know. And Mark said, oh, you're opening up for Buddy. The show that I did, it was January 11th. Willie Roush, my bass player, was there, and it was the first time that they had ever, and I think only time they had ever opened up a night show at Buddy Guys Legends. So I was one of the poster childs to be a young blood at Buddy Guys Legends, and I'm very, very honored that night, not only did I get to open up for one of our last legends of the blues, I got to share the stage, and since then, one of the household names at Chicago, which shout out to all my blues family and musicians. We know we're all being good at work, but since then, that's and last time we were there, another side story. Now it's all coming up. It's bubbling. I gotta talk, because if I don't talk, I'll cry. And we have a whole rest of the show to get through. Last time we were there, Mr. Buddy Guy himself came up on stage reluctantly. And when he came up reluctantly, which I could tell, I got nervous. And I thought it was because he didn't want to come up and play with us for poor reasons. And when he got up on stage and he gave me a hug, and two things he said. He said, one, that polka dot guitar looks really good on you, which I thought, oh, man, okay. And second, I was afraid to get on stage with you because you play that guitar so very well. And he did a very nice, and the fellas on the bandstand saying that, in that case, we're keeping the blues alive and well, just like his most recent album. That I forget, I'm holding this guitar. My very good friends and family, quite honestly, Beth and Ladine. Oh boy, thank you. This was a surprise by much, but whoa, maybe we should do it behind this after this program, and then you can see her, oh man, lose her marbles. Whoa, well, thank you so much. Back. Thank you for tuning in. I know you're at home with Mama Ford and supporting me and supporting me and the guys. Someone has to take this from me, or else I might just go to sleep with it, and it'll be the end of the program here. Yeah, you weren't kidding when you said I was gonna. I'm doing a good job. I like to think of keeping it all inside, but oh boy, Wait till after the show when I'm allowed to have a cocktail myself and really. Next, what do we have to do next? Whoa! That was unexpected, and now I have to completely reassess things. Oh man. Okay, all right. For those of you that are just tuning in now, welcome. We're streaming live at a remote location where we're not bending or breaking any rules with the 10 people or under at a gathering. And we're streaming live from Kenosha Creative Space in efforts to make light of the situation and host in a virtual most recent album called Club 27. And though it's coming to, sooner and later, I'm going to tell her age. I am 27 myself. We released this album on my 27th birthday in February. Yes, well, I'll stop talking. And as informed, this next one we're gonna play is called "Mama Didn't Raise No Fool" off of the most recent album called Club 27. Yesterday, don't worry. What I'm really trying to say is I know a thing or two. Enough, but not too much from learning something new. Mama didn't raise no fool. A lot of people didn't raise no fool. Just 'cause I'm sitting here quiet don't mean that I don't know. I won't stop once I go. Don't you hear every word coming crystal clear? Oh, darling, who do you think you're talking to? Mama didn't raise no fool. Oh, yeah. Oh, shucks. So if you didn't catch that, that was a little something I wrote called Mama Didn't Raise No Fool. We're going to jump right into it, the next song, a little something called Black Sheep. If you're not tuning into what I'm trying to... Was that part of the words that wasn't close enough? Hey, horseshoes and hand grenades. We're going to do another one I wrote off the album called Black Sheep. It's Hendrix inspired, just like the last one. We're going to try and have a little bit of... but, you know, just enough to talk about it. With no destination in mind, singing a song that you used to know, but it's out of time. Fooled by the faces. Like it used to, and it turned upside down, and the feeling's so strange. You got to make a change. That was you then, this is you now. Please. The harder you fight, the worse it is. Black sheep. You can try to Mother Nature. Don't kid yourself, baby. Eventually, she'll get you. Fate and destiny, you cannot choose. Challenge it. And turned upside down, and if he can't touch the ground, I feel a little lightheaded after that. Whoa, man. One more time. We have Mr. Willie Roush on bass guitar, Mr. Dave Axon behind me on drums. They're the usual fellas on the bandstand with me. Y'all a little tongue-in-cheek, kind of funny, but it's very true. These are some of the few fellas that not only do we get along professionally, and I love them dearly, but I actually like them too, so it's a nice thing. For those of you that are just tuning in, we're streaming live from Kenosha Creative Space, which we were supposed to do a publicly welcomed CD release party, but because of the given times and given restrictions, not only nationwide but international, we've been forced to be innovative. Which, you know what? Quite honestly, that's in that case, it's okay by me because necessity is the mother of invention. And if we can find some good things and positivity out of the negative and kind of sour grapes, well then so be it. We're gonna take things down a little bit and do this next song from my album called Club 27, which is what we're showcasing here tonight, right now, and what y'all are tuning into. To a song I wrote, it's called Little Miss Little One, and I started writing this, I can't tell you exactly when I started writing it, but when it finally clicked and I finished it, for those of you that may not know all my personal life, which I find that hard to believe because it's all out there, I actually have a daughter, a child of my own, Miss Vivian. She'll be 3 in July. And when I wrote this song called Little Miss Little One, in its completion, it has a lot to do about her. And some of the, like I said earlier, the artwork that you see behind us, it's influenced and inspired by the songs I wrote off of the album. And I'm not sure how the angles are, if you're seeing it now or if you saw it when we were behind the scenes and I was showcasing all the artwork. I'll just say it, a little portrait of I guess me. I don't guess it is. It's of me, little one, Miss Vivian. I think it's to my back far right, so y'all's left maybe. I think how it is. It's filled with sunflowers and feel good things. It's the biggest one up there on the wall, and I'm very proud to say that the picture of a mother and her daughter, meaning me and my daughter, was made by another mother and daughter, meaning my mother and I'm her daughter. So this next song, it's supposed to make you feel good. It's supposed to make you feel a little mushy all in the right ways. And this one goes out to my little one, Miss Vivian. And also, not that I've ever covered this myself, although people have asked, it's a little Bobby McGee inspired, hashtag Janis Joplin. When I grow up, what I wanna be famous. Don't need a whole lot of money. It won't raise your falling sun. Be kind. Little miss don't care. Making friends and holding hands don't mean that you should care. It doesn't buy you everything. It won't raise your falling sun. But be kind, says little miss, little one. Go ahead and smile. Go give away your heart. I don't know what you heard, but it really ain't that hard. Yes, it can give you everything. It can raise your falling sun. It sure is free, says little miss, little one. smile. Go give away your heart. I don't know what you heard, but it really ain't that hard. Give you everything it can raise your falling sun, and it's your little one. One more time, that last verse, gentlemen. I smile, go give away your heart. I don't know what you've heard, but it really ain't that hard. Yes, it can buy you everything. It can raise your falling sun. It sure is free, little miss, little one. Two more times. It sure is free, says little miss, little one. Says little miss, little one. In all the right kind of ways. I'm gonna step aside real quick just to get a little swig of water. Once again, we have Mr. Willie Roush on bass guitar, Mr. Dave Axon on drums, and we're streaming live, closed session. Don't worry, safety first. Closed session right. Oh man, who knew how this was gonna be tonight? Well, I had some assumptions, but anywho, we're streaming live of my newest album called Club 27. And again, if y'all want to, donate, have a little Facebook, or if you Google them, their website comes up, and don't be afraid to show a little appreciation. Throw a little something at them. And if you like what me and the fellas are doing here on the bandstand, y'all already know you can put a little ducat in the virtual bucket. And sure, I'll share. These fellas know I'll share. But of making the best of things, we're going to move right along here on the album song list and do a little something that is, well, it's inspired by the, unfortunately, like the rest of them, gone before the time, Mr. Kurt Cobain, a little something that I wrote called Fine. And if I remember correctly, I think we start off in the key of E minor if you want to get fancy. That sound about right? Okay, cool. Ooh. You never hurt me anyway. Knew my soul, the Lord to take. I may look like I'm alright, but I'm broken, I'm not fine. Why don't you look at me? Fine. How come you didn't see? Fine. How come you look at me? Fine. How come you didn't see? Running out, already gone. You may. I'm full of promise in your eyes, but I'm already gone. No, I'm not fine. How come you look at me? Fine. Why don't you look at me and see? You didn't see. You didn't see. much of it left. But I keep running, but I keep looking at me. Don't let me go. Don't take me, please. Oh, I'm not ready to die. There's so much that I haven't done. So many tunes left unsung. But don't treat me, you don't leave me out. Like there's so much of me to go around. No, don't let me go. Don't take me, please. Oh, but I'll be a martyr for perfect I. I'm not a sinner, I'm just. Well, better to burn out than fade away. I'll comfort you with my misery. No, don't let me go. Don't take me, please. Oh, I'm not ready to die. Said I'm not a martyr, but perfect I ain't. I'm not a sinner, I'm just a dark saint. And better to burn out than fade away. I'll comfort you with my misery. No, don't let me go. Don't take me, please. Oh, I'll be a martyr, but perfect I ain't. I'm not a sinner, I'm just a dark saint. Better to burn with my misery. There's so much more I haven't done. So many tunes left unsung. So don't cheat me, don't leave me out. I'm so gotta be around you. And I don't know how much time I have, and it seems as fast. One more time like that, fellas. And I keep running, keep racing by, and the past look at me in the eye. Don't let me go. Don't take me, please. I'm not ready to die. little something different than how you may hear it on the recording, but you know, difference is okay. It keeps things exciting. Once again, we're streaming live here from the Kenosha Creative Space. If you're tuning in, don't be afraid to click that donate button. Show a little love, show a little support, show some appreciation. If you like what me and the fellas are doing up here on the bandstand, and once again, Mr. Willie Roush on bass, Mr. Dave, Miss Ivy Ford, they call me the Chicago Blues Kitten, but you know what? Don't be afraid to put a little ducat in the virtual bucket at PayPal. We're doing our CD release party, streaming live for y'all right here, right now. I have to admit, I kind of like it. What the heck's so funny? Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, shucks. All right, we're going to do a little something that is Amy Winehouse inspired. If y'all that have tuned in and kind of caught on to the artwork that's behind us, it's all the artwork that's behind us is inspired off of this album. Infamous, meaning some of the best musicians, rock, unfortunately, passed before their time at the age of 27. So if I remember correctly, we got Amy Winehouse, Miss Janis Joplin, and yours truly. Although I don't plan on joining the club anytime soon. I'm just saying to say. So we're going to do this little ditty I wrote. Once again, it's on Club 27, which if you want to get a copy, if you're with the new age and you want to stream it, Spotify, all that jazz, or should I say all that blues, or all that 20, everything comes directly from these small but mighty hands. You can check it out at ivyfordmusic.com under music and or store. And order a copy for yourself. I promise I will sign it with love. But, like I said earlier, we're here to play some music and make y'all feel good through the art of song. So if I'm not mistaken, this is in, yeah? No. Dave, I thought you had to. I'm just giving each other stays together. Because y'all know what I'm trying to say. Okay. Go ahead. Said you saw me the other day. a glove. Hope y'all enjoying what we're doing. I'm starting to have some fun myself. I was having fun when we were first setting up, and then Beth and Ladine, you had to be in on a secret with Mom and Steve trying to get me to cry and stuff like that, trying to get me all sorts of out of whack. And now I'm coming to my senses. Speaking of some senses meaning feelings, and feelings meaning love. We're going to do another Amy Winehouse. This is the time, Dave, that we're going to be playing When I Met You. A little sleeper, as some may call it. A little belly rubber, as others may say. But at the end of the day, as long as it's making you feel some sort of way about love, hopefully in the good way. That's all I ask. All right, here we go, fellas. Ready? 1, 2, 3, yeah. I don't mean to come on too strong, but I don't want to see you pass me by. There's something about you that's really, see, there's been times before I was shook right to my core, and it's been a while, so I'm confused. I'd be lying if I didn't say I wasn't hurt in every way. Since then, I'm afraid of being used. Something has changed when I met you. How can it be that you brought back to my life something long time ago I thought had died? Oh, but now, how can this be real? I'm afraid to admit this is how I feel. See, there's been times before I was shook right to my core, and it's been a while, so I'm confused. I'd be lying if I didn't say I wasn't hurt in every way. Since then, I'm afraid of being used. Something has changed when I met you. Times before I was shook right to my core, and it's been a while, so I'm confused. I'd be lying if I didn't say I wasn't hurt never. I'm afraid of being used. Something has changed when I met you. There's been time before, and it's been a while, so I'm confused. Hurt every way. I'm afraid something has changed. Met you. Oh, shucks. I hope y'all are enjoying what we're doing. I'm having a grand old time myself. I was going to say, I'm having a grand old time myself, considering the circumstances. But without these circumstances, good and bad or anything in between, I'm having a good time. So hopefully everyone else is having a good time. We have one more song off of this album I wrote called Club 27, which is the main event while we're here tonight. Showcasing the release party of this latest album of mine, again called Club 27, right here, streaming live, closed and quiet on set, from Kenosha Creative Space. And again, y'all that tuned in to my page earlier, I was saying tonight, this is the first time we've ever done something like this before, and you know, is the mother of invention, and unfortunately, our necessity. That's it. Our necessity, but it is regardless, and we're making the most of it. And here at the Kenosha Creative Space, it is a non-profit organization that every week, now it's a little bit on hold, but before all this craziness, every Thursday they create at the space, and they host live music and local musicians and abroad musicians from all over on the weekends. And they support and advocate for creativity, whether it's on canvas, whether it's through notes, and even no, but it's a very good thing, and it's been a great gift knowing that, you know, even in this last week event, even though this wasn't the first game plan, I've noticed the feedback of what they do for the community. So make sure that you check on their Facebook. There's a very, very easy donate button. You just click it to throw some dollar love at them, and dollar love. I'm just saying. And if you like what me and the fellas have been doing tonight on, Steve, was that you? Steve, are we gonna be okay now? Hey, it's live. This is what happens. This is live in the studio. We don't have a studio audience, but we do have the crewmates, which quite honestly, not throwing any shade at anyone else would be watching, but we've been having quite the party with just ourselves. But if you like what me and the fellas are doing, please don't be afraid to throw something out, some appreciation at us at paypal.me/Ivy Ford. We're going to do one more song, the last song of this album of mine called Club 27. And this last song is a little something called Sky's the Limit. And I don't care how you take it, as long as you take it in a good way. Some people may think it's a love song. Some people may think it's a personal enrichment song. Some people may think it's a love song in meaning love yourself. I don't care how you take it, as long as you take it in a good way and it makes you a better person. And I'm going to try and remember how I wrote the song, because to be honest, right now, I'm a little nervous. I'm drawing a blank, but I'm sure with the help of the fellows on the bandstand, oh boy, Willie Roush and Dave Axon, we're gonna have some fun with this. I know it's in the key A, right? That's it. Let's do it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, yeah. promise you won't walk away with empty hands. You're the house and you'll always win. Let me love you like you were my man. That's right. Oh, it takes one to know one. I've been broken hearted too. Yeah. I know what it's like. Then I've been through. So, ladies and gentlemen, you got to see firsthand right here, streaming live from Kenosha Creative Space, me and the fellas playing every song from start to finish off of my most recent album, the newest release called Club 27. It's available anywhere and everywhere. If you want to get it from me personally, you can check out my website, ivyfordmusic.com, under music or store. Again, if you like what you're feeling tonight, like what you're seeing, don't be afraid to put a little, duck it in the virtual bucket at paypal.me. Put some love and show some appreciation for the Kenosha Creative Space. They are a non-profit organization. They've been rocking and rolling since they started it up almost. Throw some dollars, throw some love. There's not enough of it. And for this second half of the program, we're going to do some songs that me and the fellas actually know. Ha 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 ha. No, we're going to close it off with some feel-good songs, some of which, specifically this first one, we're going to kick off the last, Time to Shine. It's called Time to Shine, and it was my first debut title track, things of that nature. I'll just go and do the dang thing. Don't let no one do your damn, my little darling. You can be your worst enemy, but you can be your very best friend. Don't let no one do your damn. Time to shine, little darling. Yeah. Time to shine, little darling. every time I sing this song, which is every show, people that come to see it, y'all already know the shtick that I do. No? I don't go to church every Sunday, even if it was every Sunday. But just because I'm not in church doesn't mean the church can't be in me. And, you know, I don't want to start nothing too crazy, but I am a fond believer and supporter that whatever you got to do to make you a better person, go ahead and do that. So, with that being said, this is a little something that even when I'm way down and out and feeling some kind of way, I think about this, I sing about this, and it just seems right. So, we're gonna switch it up a little bit, just a tad, just enough to keep it interesting, just enough so it fits. And y'all know I'm a huge fan of shoes, so if the shoe fits, go ahead and wear it. There's a lot of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. There's a lot of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. There's a lot of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it, just a kick, Dave. I said, there's a lot of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. There's a lot of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. There's a lot of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Help me out now, everybody. Oh, oh, there's a lot of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. There's a lot of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. There's a lot of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. It's time to shine, little mama. Don't let no one do you dear. Time to shine, little mama. Don't let no one do you dear. You can be your worst enemy, but you can be your very best friend. Time to shine, little mama. Don't let no one do you dear. Time to shine, little mama. Don't let no one do you dear. Time to shine, little mama. Don't let no one do you dear. Oh, who knew? This is Dave, the drummer, is a videographer too. Is that right? Go back. Well, I'm going to move real places now. I'm going to go to the piano actually for this next one. So it really might not matter. We have a couple more tunes before we call tonight here. This next one, it's another original of mine. It was off of my, let me think. Yeah, it was off my Harvesting My Roots album. And getting back to those that are just tuning in now, I was pleasantly isn't the right word. It doesn't hold enough weight, but I don't know what else to say. I was pleasantly surprised by a very exceptional gift from two family friends of mine, Miss Beth and Ladine. They had surprised me, and Steve was on it too, and I'm sure my mom was in on it as well. I'm on to you now. They gifted me a 2020 signed Buddy Guy Stratocaster, and I totally was not expecting it. So thank you again, Beth and Ladine. So the only way that I know how to thank you wholeheartedly is do one of y'all's favorite songs, especially to Miss Ladine. Now, many people that know me, I'm a vodka drinker by choice. You know, I don't always drink vodka, but when I do, I enjoy it. However, there is a time and place sometimes that I do dabble and sip on a little whiskey from time to time, and I sipped on it just enough to be able to write this next song. So without further ado, I'm gonna move over. I'm gonna take this guitar off, move over to the piano right quick, and do this little song that I wrote called Whiskey Love. And again, this goes out to Miss Ladine especially, and Beth. So, you know, I'm kind of nervous because once I get off this mic, it's going to be dead quiet. So while you're waiting for me to get situated, make sure to put some ducats in that virtual bucket for me and the fellas in the bandstand at paypal.me/Ivy Ford. And make sure to go to Kenosha Creative Space on their Facebook, online, and hit the donate button and donate. Share some love, y'all, because we're in some times, you know. So if you can't have some things, you always got love. So, okay, here I am. Here I go. Walking away from the microphone. All right, all right, all right. I have migrated from the steel strings to the ivory keys. Here we go, a little song about whiskey. I don't have many experiences with it, but the ones I've had have been noteworthy. Good and bad. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You tried to resist, but he'll just insist. Just one drop or two, and you try to say no. Keep your hands inside. So caution to the weak and romantics is a serve it up cold. It keeps you warm. What comfort that it brings. And music starts to play, and your worries melt away. Oh, whiskey love, he'll take you for a ride if you want a good time. But keep your hands inside. good night, but never goodbye. Oh, whiskey love, he'll take you for a ride if you want a good time, but keep your hands inside. So caution to the weak and romantic is a moist. Oh, whiskey love. Oh, whiskey love. Oh, whiskey love. Oh boy, we have one more song we're gonna close the night with. Now the rest of earlier in this evening, it was all songs that the big main event for tonight was our big album release party of Club 27. And originally we were supposed to have a whole big crowd. I know we have a lot of fans, a lot of friends, a lot of love that I can, you may think I can hear you, but I can hear y'all from your couches, from your bedroom. I'll take it. That given the certain circumstances that are upon us, both locally, regionally, nationally, and worldwide, as musicians and creatives, it's thrown us a bit of a curveball, and to offset kind of the inconvenience that we've been in profession. And I've said in my past live streams, live and perform for live audiences, that means that we're not gigging, and gigs equals work, and work equals paychecks, and paychecks is how the world goes around, because it means money. So again, don't be afraid to show your appreciation. For me, you can send it to me. /Ivy Ford. And again, show some love for the Kenosha Creative Space, which is where we are recording this and streaming live. And I know y'all don't see them because they're not in front of the cameras, but they're just as important, if not more important, our crew behind the cameras as well. So I'll give a big round of applause. Thank you, gentlemen, for doing this for us. And just like family's family, the music family is family. And Dave reminded me, next week, today we're on the 20th. So what day is the 25th fall on? Is that a Friday? Is it a Friday or a Saturday? When's Mark coming to play here, Dave? Next Friday. We're going to try and do, I won't be here, but I'll be streaming. I'll be in my jammies with a glass of wine. Next Friday, here at the Kenosha Creative Space, they'll be streaming live Mark Ricky and his band Midnight Rider, another very, very loved musical family member of ours. So make sure you tune in, like we were saying, next Friday. Is that at 8 o'clock as well? Correct. All right. 8 o'clock, same as tonight. Tune in right here, 8 o'clock, same place, same click away to check out Midnight Rider, which is frontman by our very good friend, Mr. Mark Ricky. And I know, Mark, you're probably tuning in because you and I talked earlier today. So love you, and thank you for that. So with that being said, we're going to go off and go out and sign off with a bang. And this is not a song I wrote, but as a blues player, it's one you got to know, and I got lucky enough to have some fun with it. It's a little blues standard that talks about down home blues, but the way me and the fellas play it, once again, Willie Roush on bass and Mr. Dave Axon on drums, we have our own little twist in it. We take it down to New Orleans and bring it back up to here in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Yep, that's it, that's it. So, without further ado, until next time, be safe, be kind, have fun, keep calm, and music on. In the key of E, y'all let it rip. Come on now, come on. Told what to do, I'll tell you right now. I get my down home blues. Down home blues. Down home blues. All I wanna hear is them down home blues all night long. Have a record or two. I get my head back. I party on them down home blues. Everyone that's tuning in, like they say, all good things probably wouldn't be that good, now would they? Streaming live right here at the Kenosha Creative Space. If you like what we were doing at paypal.me, paypal.me/Ivy Ford, and then remember, go to Kenosha Creative Space to their Facebook and click that donate. Goes a long way. But like I said, we gotta take this down to New Orleans before we bring it back up here to Kenosha and call it a night. So, on my cue, Willie, you know what we gotta do, all right? Easy, 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 easy. Just like that. Oh, I love it. One more again. Hey now, I go on away. Jacques Mofina, yeah, yeah, yeah. Jacques Mofina, yeah. Talk about hey now, I go Jacques Mofina. One more again. Hey now, I go on away. Jacques Mofina, yeah, yeah, yeah. Jacques Mofina, yeah. Talk about hey now, I go on away. Jacques Mofina, yeah, yeah, yeah. Jacques Mofina, yeah. Shoot, I'd be lying if I said last time me and the dudes did this. Me and the fellas, I went back to, I think it was the Dixie Cups that made the song popular, but we gotta be really, really quiet because this key, I'ma sound real. Your grandma and my grandma sitting by the fire. My grandma told your grandpa gonna set your soul on fire. Talk about hey now, I go Jacques Mofia. Talk about hey now, I go Jacques Mofia. Oh, I gotta do it one more time because it felt so good. It feels good once. I ain't gonna do it 3 times. I won't do it thrice. Your grandma and my grandma told my grandpa gonna set your soul on fire. Why going away? Jacques Murphy, Jacques Murphy, talk about hey now, I go on away. Jacques Murphy, boy, I want to thank you all. And I don't discriminate as long as you're a nice person. You be you. Be kind, be loving. Why not? What's the alternative, right? Now, we talked about this earlier, and I was gonna nix it, but y'all got me feeling some kind of way, and it just wouldn't be a little signature on it. So, Mr. Dave Axton on drums, Blues Kitten, but we're streaming live now from Kenosha, so, you know, when in Rome, when in Kenosha, I'll be your Kenosha Blues Kitten. I have one more trick of these big sleeves of mine. And I wore it tied too. I think I got something in there as well. So, I'm gonna have some fun. Because if I don't, let's break it down a little bit. Have a little bit of fun now. That's it, that's it, that's it. bass guitar, and yours truly. My name's Miss Ivy Ford. They call me the Chicago Blues Kitten. But tonight, just for all you viewers, I'm the Kenosha Blues Kitten. Be sure to share some love, throw some dollars. If you're having a good time, don't be afraid to hoop and holler. But like they say, all good things have to come to an end. So with that being said, good night, my friend. Huh? Really? Really? I ain't got a strap with this guitar now. Oh boy. Thank you, everyone, and good night. Ow! That's a wrap. Be sure to donate to Kenosha Creative Space on their Facebook. There's a donate button. If you like what me and the fellas did, go check me out on Facebook or check me out on my PayPal, paypal.me/Ivy Ford. We'll see you next time. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Ow! You tell me what I want here. Do what you want. Yeah, you tell me what I want here. Do what you want. But you're bending the truth, baby. The lies all along. Said I don't need to know nothing. It'll make me sad. Said I need no nothing, yeah. It'll make me sad. I know all about you. It made me mad. Keep on walking to the day I die. I'll keep on walking, baby, to the day I die. I get down to the crossroads and I keep on walking, can't be satisfied. Yeah.